Everyone, it's Kirei here for Hip Kit Club, and I am using the fabulous January kits. I'm working with the main kit, the embellishment kit, the cardstock kit, and the colour kit. And my focus for this layout was actually using pattern papers. Now, I decided to pull out the black and white pattern papers from the main kit, and I know black and white often is one of those ones that are like, what do I do with them? I love all the pretty colours, so I tend to focus on those. But I decided to work with the black and white ones, and we've got the brick that you can see here. This one's called Affectionate, and I just decided that I was going to fussy cut out that whole brick section like it's done here, and I'm going to use that as the base for my layout. And then I'm decided to bring in a coloured piece as a background for the brick, and that one is called Dreamer. It's a really pretty sort of ombre blues, pinks, orangey, and yellows, and I just thought it worked really nicely behind the brick paper. Now I've pulled out some photos that have lots of bricks in them. They're of some buildings in a small town that I was with a few friends, and we were doing a treasure trail around the town where you go around, you get clues, and you move around, you learn a bit about the history, and so you discover sort of the town. It's Ross on Wye in Herefordshire, and I was with my fabulous scrapbooking friends, and we go away for a week every year to scrapbook and just have loads of fun. So we were out for the day doing this, and we stumbled across these. They're called almshouses, and they were actually Tudor fronted almshouses from 1575, but they were restored in 1960. So, and the almshouses were usually set up by charities and were owned by charities. So, yeah, so there's loads of history behind them. But actually, what was really fun about them, the doorways, they were really tiny, and they actually got bigger as they went because they're on a slight of slope on the road. So I'm in the far right doorway, and it's not really that big because I'm only 5'1", and it was literally pretty much that. So yeah. Anyway, and I thought the photos tied in really, really well with the brick pattern background. Now, what I've been doing there is I've also pulled in a load of other black and white pattern papers, and then I decided to use them as sort of mount layers behind my photo, my main photo, and that's why I do really love using layers on a layout, because I just love that sort of dimension and texture that it gives. So I pulled out the black and white spot, which is called Humorous, the script one, which is called Optimistic, the sort of check one, which is called Friendly, and the diamond and spots one, which is called Outgoing. So yeah, I've used 4 different paper layers behind my photo. And then I've got my small photos, and I decided I was just going to back each of them in a different colour to tie in with that multicoloured background. And I've used 3 of the cardstocks from the Cardstock Kit. It's the pink, which is called Giggle, the yellow, which is called Sunshine, and the blue, which is called Seafoam. So I'll mount each of those, and I've distressed the edges, of course, with all my paper layers here, and then I can get those stuck down. So so that's really where I'm focused. So I guess with pattern papers, it's, when you have so many of them, it can be quite hard to decide how I'm going to use them, how I'm going to work with them. But so here my focus was really, as I said, on the black and whites, because I think they're probably papers that maybe people tend to go, I'm going to use the coloured side because I can, match the colours to my photos, or, whatever. But I think the black and white works really, really well. In almost a monochrome type of way. So using black and white with just one other colour works really, really well. Or like I'm going to do here, and I'm going to use 3 different colours, but I'm just using that black and white as that background. And I think it really allows the other colours to pop as well, but just, it works nicely like that when you want other colours to shine. So I've got the pink, and I'm using blue, and I'm going to use yellow effectively as my embellishment clusters. So So here we go, and I've pulled out a mixture of mainly die cuts from I've got the cardstock frames and the cardstock die cuts from the main kit, and then I've got the floral die cuts from the embellishment kit. So had the frames and I thought, right, it's perfect. I've got the blue, the pink, and the yellow. So I'm going to use those as a little base for each of my clusters, and then I can build up the pretty coloured elements from there. So I've got the flowers, I've got leaves, um, and then I've got a few other pieces as well. I think I've got a camera. And then I've got that's like a little keychain. And then I've got some word sayings as well that I'm going to add on. So basically here, I'm just playing around with the embellishments, working out where I want things to go. Am I happy with it? And this is typically what my process is to make a layout, is usually having a bit of a play around, and then I'll take a photo and then I can move everything off and get sort of things stuck down. So which is obviously now what I'm doing, just sticking things down. When I've got something a little bit flat, I don't have it completely flat. And you can see here, I'm just curving up the edges of those frames, again, to give me that extra dimension. And then I can start to, now that I'm happy with where everything's placed, I can get it all stuck down. So I'm just going to continue doing that. But just a reminder, obviously, Hip Kit Club, they produce fabulous kits every month, all exclusive products, exclusive to Hip Kit Club. So you won't get them anywhere else. So pop on over to the website, hipkitclub.net, and go on to Hip Kit Club, and you will find all the details about becoming a subscriber. So you'll get your main kit every month, plus you get free access to loads and loads of cut files, and then you'll also enjoy 15% discount on any additional kits that you want to purchase, and they ship free with your main kit. So you'll find all the information over on the website. Okay, so where am I? Okay, I'm still going. I've got the blue cluster down, and I'm just working on the pinks here. This is something I do really like quite doing as well, is this tone on tone. So, pulling together the pinks, or one color, doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be pink, obviously, but pulling together, as I've done here, all the pinks, things that work together with the blues and then the yellows. And I really, really like the look that it gives. It really sort of is quite a statement. And against that black and white and the black and white papers, I think it just really pops. So now with some of my embellishments, like I did there with the heart, I've just raised some of them up on foam pads. But I don't do everything like the camera. I'm not raising that up, but I'm just adding, you can see I curved the edges again and just stuck it down from the center. So, and now onto my final cluster. So getting all the yellows down here. And then I can start to work on my final pieces. Oh, I've got the keychain there. Now, it had a slightly orange key on it, so I decided to just trim that off and just use the keychain part. It just says it's all good on it, so that worked. Okay, and then I think I'm getting there, nearly there. And then I do pull in a few other elements as well. Oh, the black and white. I thought actually it worked really nicely. There were the black and white leaf branches that I thought would be really nice, just adding a pop of those into each of my embellishment clusters. So I've got one in each. I just forgot I hadn't put the one into the pink cluster. So, and I've got a little butterfly there that will get stuck down eventually. I've moved on very quickly. And then a title. So I've got the foam stickers here, and they come in the main kit, and I'm going to use the word shine because I liked it was black and white, but it just had a little bit of color in it with the flowers. But I thought it just sort of represented the day. We had such a lovely day, and it was really bright. It was beautiful sunshine, obviously you can see from the blue sky, and yeah, it just makes me happy. So yeah, so I thought shine would work really well. So I've got it there at the moment. I've just sat it. I've cut it out with the plastic backing on just while I decide where it's going to go, because I wasn't sure if I'd sit it there or down below the photo. Then I had some puffy stickers there. I've just added a butterfly at the top. Now I've got the glitter epoxy hearts that come in the embellishment kit, and I'm just going to add a few of those to each of the clusters, obviously sticking to the tone on tone colours. Oh, and I did add the yellow butterfly. That also was from the foam sticker sheet that I had got the title from. Yeah, so lots of fiddling around here as per usual, because I am a bit of a fussy scrapper, and I just need to make sure that I'm really, really happy happy before I stick things down. I do admire scrapbookers who just go, right, that's going there, bang, and it goes down, because I'm definitely not that. Okay, and then I'm almost done. I'll add some journaling afterwards below my photo, but I've brought in from the colour kit, the Lindy's Magicals, and I'm just using each of the colours, the fuchsia, the golden apple strudel, and the blue Hawaiian, and I'm just adding some splatters over each of the clusters. So final layout coming up in just a moment, and you'll see all the details, the close-up details as well. So I did just want to say this is actually my very last layout for Hip Kit Club. I've really enjoyed the last year working with all the fabulous kits, but it was just time for a break. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm obviously still scrapbooking, and you can see all of my regular layouts over on my own channel. But yeah, it's been a fabulous year, and I just wanted to thank Hip Kit Club for having me. It's been amazing. So yeah, thank you. So okay, I think I'm almost done, the final blue, and then here is the finished layout. There we go. Okay, and as you can see, I've added my journaling just below the photo. Here are some of the close-up details of all the fabulous embellishments and those wonderful papers from the main kit. Thank you so much for watching. I've really enjoyed being here, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.